love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost leap. And I will purge thy mortal grossness, so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Bees blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustardseed.
Ready!
And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes. Feed him with apricots and dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. The honeybags steal from the humblebees, and for night tapers crop their waxen thighs, and light them at the fiery glowworm's eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise. And pluck the wings from painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Oh, nod to him, elves, and do him courtesy.
Hail, mortal!
Hale!
Hail!
I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb!
Good Master Cobweb, I shall desire you for acquaintance. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peas blossom!
Good Master Peas Blossom, I shall desire you for acquaintance too. Your name, I beseech you, sir?
Mustardseed!
Oh, good Master Mustardseed, your kindred hath made mine eyes water ere now. I shall desire you for acquaintance, good Master Mustardseed.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my love's tongue. Bring him silently.
Ladies and gentlemen, during our 15-minute intermission, our ushers will be circulating among you to receive your donation.
How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress Rick a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her zone sleeping out, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon it being installed, were met together to rehearse a play intended for a great Theseus nuptial day. The shallowest thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his scene and entered in a break. When I did him at this advantage take, and asked his no, I fixed on his head. No, his thesis must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. When they him spy, as wild beasts at the creeping fowler eye, or recipated choughs, many in sort, rising and cawing at the gun's report, sever themselves and madly so beat the skies. So at his sight, away his fellows fly. And here at our stand, over and over one falls. He rode up, cries, and help from Athens stalls. Their sense thus weak, lost with their fears thus strong, made senseless things begin to do them wrong. For briars and thorns at their apparel snatch, some sleeves, some hats, from all yielders things catch. I led them on in this distracted fear, and yet sweet fear mistranslated there. When in that moment, so it came to pass, to don your way, and straightway loved an your ass.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foes.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee words, for thou I fear hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander to sleep, beat o'er shoes in blood, plunge in the deep, and kill me too. The sun was not so true to the day as he to be. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? I believe as soon as whole earth may be bored, and that the moon may through the center creep, and so displease her brother's noontide with the antipodes. It cannot be, but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Ah, good Demetrius. Wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out dog! Out cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of prudence, patience! Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men! Oh, once tell true! Tell true, even for my sake! Durst thou have looked upon him being awake? And hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm, an adder, do so much? An adder did it, for with doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent never had a stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part, I so see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while, I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned and not a false turn true.
Well, then fate overrules that one man holding trout, a million failed. Counting out one out.
About the wood goes swifter than the wind, and Helen of Athens looked out fine, all fancy sick is she and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou bring her here, I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than an arrow from Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mystic by me, pleading for a lover's fate. Shall we there? Fond pageancy? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then two will at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and derision never come in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and thou so born, and then nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her or?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Well, not in my mind. Now you give her or.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Oh, Helena! Goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy. Oh, how ripened show thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow. That pure congealed white high Taurus snow, fanned with an eastern wind, turns to a crow when thou holdst up thy hand. Oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! I see you are all fit to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me? As I know you do, must you join in souls to mock me too? If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so to bow and swear and super praise my parts when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia. And now both rivals to mock Helena, a trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes with your derision. None of noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience all to make your sport.
Oh, you're unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart and Hermia's love, I yield you up my part, and yours of Helen to me bequeath, all who I do love and will do to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If ever I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her but has guestwise sojourned. And now to Helen, it is home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide dear. Look, where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Dark night that from the eye's function takes the ear more quick of apprehension makes. Word it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, found mine ear, I think it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly dost thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love that would not let him bide. Oh, fair Helen, oh, who more gilds the night than all you fiery O's and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me bleed thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
No, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired, have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty-footed time for parting us? Oh, is it all forgot? And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men? Scorning your poor friend, 'tis not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex, as well as I, may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander, as in scorn, to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess, nymph, divine and rare, precious celestial? Wherefore speaks he this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul and tender me? Forsooth, affection, but by your setting on, by your consent. What? Though I be not so in grace as you,
so hung upon with love, so fortunate, but miserable most to love unloved. This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do! Persevere! Counterfeit sad looks! Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink at each other. Hold the sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well. 'Tis partly my own fault, which death or absence shall soon remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Excellent! Do not scorn her so!
If she can entreat, I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which will loose thee to prove him false, and says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, why too tense all this?
Away!
No. He'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing, let loose, or I'll take thee from me like a serpent.
Why are you grown so rude? What changes this sweet love?
Thy love! Out, tawny tartar! Out, hated potion, loathed medicine! Hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, sooth, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, for I perceive a weak bond holds you. I'll not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? I me would lose my love. Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as fair now as I was ere while. Since night you loved me. And since night you left me. Why then you left me? Oh, the gods forbid, in earnest shall I say?
Aye, and by my life never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain nothing truer, 'tis no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine in faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you!
Puppet! Why so? That way goes the game. Now I perceive she hath made compare between our stature. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height forsooth, she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low that my nails can reach unto thine
I pray you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed, I have no gift at all in truishness. I am a right made for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. You perhaps may think because she is something lower than myself, that I can match her heart again. Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I ever more did love you, Hermia, did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you, save that in love unto Demetrius, I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you, for love I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and threatened me to strike me, spurred me, nay, to kill me too. And now, so you will let me quiet go, to Athens will I bear my folly back, and follow you no further.
let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? Who's it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What? With Lysander? With Demetrius? Oh, when she's angry, she's keen and true. She was a vixen when we went to school. And though she knew a little, she is fierce. Little and good. Nothing but low and little. Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf!
Let her alone. Take not her part, for if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide it.
Now follow if thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
You mistress! All this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, nor longer stay in your cursed company. Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you see or chagrin the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed an Athenian's arms. So far am I glad it did so, sword, for all of this their jangling. I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Acheron, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir up Demetrius with bitter wrong. And rail thou, some like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows doth counterfeiting sleep with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. And they next awake. All this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll go to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charm thy release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy king, this must be done with haste, for night swift dragons cuts the clouds full fast, and yonder shines a lowest harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there to root home the churchyards. Damned spirits all in crossways and floods have burial. Already their wormy beds are gone, for fear lest they should look their shame upon, they willfully themselves exile from light, and must lie consort with black-brown night.
We are spirits of another sort. I, with the morning's love, have oft made sport, and like a farce of the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate, all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turns into yellow gold his soft green streams. But notwithstanding haste, make no delay. We may effect this business yet ere the day.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared and filled and down. Gamble and lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, droll and ready. Where art
I
thou?
will be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou runaway, thou coward, art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward! Art thou bragging to the stars, telling the bushes thou lookest for war, and wilt not come? Come, recreant! Come, thou child, I'll whip thee with a rod. He is the file that lays a sword on thee.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice and try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. When I come to where he is called, then he is gone. Oh, come thou gentle day. For if but once thou show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this spite. Ah.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest! For well I wot, thou runnest before me, shifting every place, and darest not stand, nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come here! I am here!
Nay, then thou mockest me. Thou shalt buy this dear, if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this hard bed. My days approach. Look to be visited.
Oh, weary night! Oh, long and tedious night, abate thy hour! Shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight from these that my poor company detests. And sleep, that sometimes shuts up sorrow's eye, steal me a while from mine own company.
Yes, but three. Come one more. Two of both kinds make a fool. Here she is, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, best to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, bedappled with the dew and torn with briars. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here will I rest me to the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander if they be afraid.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to thy eye gentle laver remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest the true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb known, that every man should take his own, in your waking shall be shown. Jack shall have jail, not shall go ill. Man shall have his and all shall be well. Blah!
Sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Aww. Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready!
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Oh. Where's Monsieur Mustardseed? Oh, give me your name, Monsieur Mustardseed. I pray you leave your courtesy. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Oh, you know I'm ready.
Monsieur Cobweb. Good, Monsieur. Fetch me your weapons in your hand, and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And, good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Do not fret yourself too much in the action, Monsieur. And, good Monsieur, have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with the honey bag, Signor. Monsieur Mustardseed.
What is your will?
Nothing, good Monsieur, but to help Cavallari Cobweb to scratch. Oh, I must to the barber's, Monsieur, for I am marvelous hairy about the face, and I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Oh, what wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let's have the tongs and the bones.
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat.
Truly, a peck of provender. I could munch your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I had rather have a handful or two of dried peas. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Oh, sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies be gone, and be always away. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barky fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors from this hateful fool, I did upbraid her, and fall out with her. For she his hairy temples then had rounded with a coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers, and that same dew which sometime on the buds was wont to swell like round and orient pearls, stood now within the pretty flower's eyes, like tears that to their own disgrace bewail. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and sent her fairy to bear him in my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, remove this transformed scalp from off of the head of this Athenian swain, that he awaking when the others do, shall all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as a fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
Oh, my Overon. Oh, what visions have I seen? Oh, methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
Oh, how came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes to loathe this visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, music call.
Oh, music. Oh, music, such as charmeth sleep.
Now when thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes, peep.
Sound music. Come, my queen. Take hands with me. and walk this ground whereon these sleepers be. Thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance at Duke Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it all to fair prosperity. There shall the pairs of faithful lovers be, wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fairy King, attend and mark. Oh, I do hear the morning lark.
Then my queen in silence sad, trip we after the night shade. We the globe can compass soon swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bade the bear with hounds of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine's is past. Begin these woodbirds but a couple now?
Oh, pardon, my lord.
I pray you, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
You know what? Ew.
My lord, I shall ply amazedly. Half sleep, half waking, but as yet I swear I cannot truly say how I came here. But as I think, for truly what I speak, and now I do bethink me, so it is. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without the peril of the Athenian law.
Enough, enough, my lord, you have enough. They would have stolen away. They would have defeated you, Demetrius, you of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife. I beg the law upon his head.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their self, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury followed them. Fair Helen in fancy following me. But my lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god which in my childhood I did dote upon. And of the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye, is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed ere I saw Hermia. But as in sickness did I loathe this food, but as in health it comes to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, long for it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Egeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit.
These things seem small and indistinguishable, like far-off mountains turned into clouds.
Methinks I see things with parted eye when everything seems double. So, methinks. And I have found Demetrius like a jewel. Mine own and not mine own.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do you not think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father. And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why, then we are awake. Let's follow him, and on the way let us recount our dreams.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. I hope. Peter Quince. Flute, the bellows mender. Snout the tinker. Starveling. God's my life. Stolen hence and left me here asleep. I have had the most rare vision. I have had a dream, has the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if you go about to expound this dream. He thought I was... No man can say what. He thought I was... And he thought I had... Whew. But man is but a patched fool if you will offer to say what he thought I had. The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is unable to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of this dream. It will be called Bottom Stream, because it has no bottom. I will sing it at the latter end of the play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more gracious, I shall sing it at Thisby's death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Has he come home yet?
He cannot be heard of out of doubt he is transported.
If he come not, go not forward, the play is marred. It is not possible! You have not a man in Athens able to discharge Pyramus, but he...
No, he has simply the best wit of any handicraftsman in Athens.
Aye, and the best person, too. He is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say a paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of God.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies more merry. If our sport had gone forward, we'd all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully Bottom. Just as he lost 6 pence a day. He could not escape 6 pence a day. And the Duke had not given him 6 pence a day in Pyramus. I'll be hanged. He would have deserved it. 6 pence a day in Pyramus or nothing.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom! Oh, most courageous day! Oh, most happy hour!
Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what, for if I tell you I am no true Athenian. I will tell you everything right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me! All that I will tell you is, the Duke has died. Get your apparel together. Everyone meet presently at the palace. Every man read over his part. For the short and long of it is, our play is preferred! Oh, in any case, let Thisby have clean linen, and let not him who plays the lion pare his nails, for they shall hang out from the lion's claws. And, most dear actors, eat no onions or garlic, for we are to utter sweetbread, and I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words! Away! Go! Away!
"'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy toys. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than cool reason comprehends. The lover, the madman, and the poet are of imagination all compact. One sees more devils than vast hell can hold, that is the madman. The lover, all is frantic, sees Helen's beauty in a brow of Egypt. The poet's eye in fine frenzy rolling doth glance from heaven to earth, from earth to heaven, and from his imagination bodies forth the forms of things unknown. The poet's pen turns into shape and gives to airy nothing a local habitation and a name. Such tricks has such strong imagination that if it would but apprehend some joy, would then comprehend some bringer of that joy, or in the night, imagining some fright, how easy is it a bush supposed to bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancies images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends! Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts. But come, what mask, what music shall we have? Where is our usual minister of mirth? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call Philostrate!
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgments have you for this evening? What mask, what music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There is a brief. How many sports are ripe? Make choice of which your highness will see first.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Will none of that. That have I told my love in glory of my kinsman Hercules. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device, and was played when I from Thebes came last to conquer. The thrice three muses mourning for the death of learning, late deceased in beggary. Some satire, keen and critical, not sorting with the nuptial ceremony. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is, hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How should we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I've known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water. But more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
And who are they that do play it?
Ah, hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds, till now. And now have toiled their unbreathed memories with this same play against your nuptial.
Well, we will hear that play.
No! My noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing in the world. Unless you can find sport in their intent, extremely stretched and come with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never can anything be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharged and duty in his service perishing.
Oh, why, gentle sweet, you shall hear no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake. What poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in mind, not merit. Where I have come, great clerks have purposed to greet me with premeditated welcomes, where I've seen them shiver, look pale, make periods in the midst of sentences, rattle their practiced accents in their fears, and in conclusion have dumbly broken off, not paying me welcome. Trust me, sweet, out of this silence yet I have picked a welcome. In the modesty of fearful duty I read as much as in the rattling tongue of saucy and audacious eloquence. Love, therefore, tongue-tied simplicity, and least speak most to my capacity.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with goodwill. That you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then we come but in despite. We do not come as minding to content you. Our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here. That you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know. Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall, which did these lovers sunder, and through walls chink, poor souls they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorn presenteth moonshine. For if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Nina's tomb. There to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew, and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I, one Snout by name, present a wall. And that same wall, as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole, or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did often whisper, very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I am that same wall. The truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Oh, grim look night. Oh, night with hue so black. Oh, night. Whichever Arkland day is not. Oh, night. Oh, night. Alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, oh wall, oh sweet and lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine, thou wall, oh, sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, for whom I see no bliss, cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks being sensible, should curse again.
No, sir, in truth he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the wall. You will see, it will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she goes.
Oh, so often hast thou heard my moans. What part is my fair pyramid? And me, my cherry lips, have often kissed thy stones. Thy stones are very like me.
I see a voice. Now will I to the chink to spy, and I can hear my Thisbe's face.
My love! I think
what thou wilt, I am my lover's grace, and like Lysander am I trusty still.
And I am coming to the fates we kill!
Not Cephalus the Procris once so true.
Not Cephalus the Progress, I do!
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
Kiss the wall's hole! Not your lips at all!
Wilt thou at knees to meet me straightway?
Take life! Take death! I come without delay!
Thus have I, wall, discharged my part so, and thus being done, wall away doth go.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best of this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse, if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then and not theirs.
If we think no worse of them than they themselves, they may pass for excellent men.
You, ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor may now perchance both quake and tremble here when lion in wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, one Snug to join her, am what lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should come as lion in strife unto this place, 'twere pity on my life.
You're a very gentle beast and of a good conscience. Come, let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth the horn and men this lanthorn doth the horn and men present.
He should have worn the horns on his head. Oh, he's no crescent. His horns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth the horn and men present. Myself, the man, and the moon do seem to be.
See, this is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How else the man in the moon?
He dares not come then. For the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. What he would change.
Well, judging by his small light of discretion, he is in the wane. But in courtesy and in all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that the lanthorn is the moon, myself the man in the moon, this thorn bush my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
This is Minnie's tomb! Where is my love?
Roar!
Well roared, lion. Well run, Bisbee.
Well shown, moon.
Well moused, lion.
So the lion vanished.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious golden glittering gleams I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, oh spite! But mark, poor knight! What dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck! Oh dear. Thy mantle good? What? Stained with blood? Approach, ye furies fell! Oh, fates, come, come, cut thread and thrum, quail, crush, conclude, and quell.
Beshrew my heart, but I pity the man.
Wherefore nature didst thou lions frame, since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is, no, which was. The fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears. Confound, outsword, and wound the pap of Pyramus. I, that left pap were part of hop. Thus thy eye, thus. Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now. Die! Oh! Die! 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 Die!
Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She finds him by the starlight. Her passion ends the play. Oh, here she comes now.
Asleep, Mama! What? Dead? My darling? Oh, Pyramus! Arise! these sweet eyes! These lips! This cherry nose! These yellow dowsing cheeks! We're gone! Lovers! Make love! His eyes! Where's Reese? Reese! Oh, sisters free! Come down to me! With hands as pale as milk! Learning gold! Think of sword! With fears and credit for silk! Tongue! No word! Come! Trust me! Word! Come lay my rest in view! And farewell, friends! This is the end! Adieu! Adieu! Adieu!
Wine and moonshine are left to bury the dead. Aye, and wall too.
No! I assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Would it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a Bergamasque dance between the members of our company?
No! No epilogue, I pray you, for your playing needs no excuse. Never excuse, for when the players are all dead, there leaves none left to be played. The iron tongue of night hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. As I fear we shall oversleep this coming morn as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable gross play hath much beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed! A fortnight will be the solemnity, and nightly revels, and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary forecast done. Now the wasted brands do glow, and the screeching loud puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now is the time of night that the graves all gaping wide. Everyone lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through this house, give gathering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray, and the best bride will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true and loving be, and the blots on nature's hand shall never in their issue stand. Never mole, hair, lip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious, for such are as despise it in nativity, shall upon their children be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber blessed through this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think that this and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, whilst these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme no more yielding, but a dream. Gentle, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest pup, If we have unearned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck the liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. Huh?
Or not to tweet? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous YouTube videos,